Hey, it's Natasha.
And Khalil.
And we are the co-hosts of
WokeNFree.
Thank you for tuning into our 118th episode of WokeNFree. If you've been tuning in every week for WokeNFree Wednesday, you know that WokeNFree is all about being real and honest with each other and you. We talk about everything and anything important to us, you, the world, and nothing is off the table. This week is really special, y'all. We are discussing something out of this world. Let me not hide the ball anymore. If the universe sent a newsletter, what would it say? Yes, that is what we're talking about in this episode. Woohoo!
All right, that's a good way to bring it in.
It's gonna be epic. Absolutely epic. But before we start this epic episode, you know what time it is. It's my monologue time. Let's get started, guys.
Yes.
So if you are listening to this on the Podbean app, yay, you've downloaded it, which means you can also listen to the episode and you can comment. So if you would like to do so and join the conversation, make sure you go to WokeNFree.com, you download the Podbean app, and then off to the races you go with your comments and your thoughts. If you're listening to the show on another platform, for instance, iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Play, YouTube, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, Spotify, or any of the other platforms you are catching the show on, yay! We appreciate your support and you checking out the episode for the week. But what we ask is make sure that you are subscribed to the show on any of the platforms that you are catching us on. If you're like, well, where else can I catch you? You go to WokeNFree.com, click on the Listen tab, and then you'll find all the different places that you can listen to the show on. Next, we would love for you to share this show. You are our ambassadors. You are WokeNFree Nation. Make sure you share this out with your friends, your family. You shout it from the rooftops. Yes, literally rooftops, guys. That's what we need you to do. And we greatly appreciate the love. And then, of course, lastly, if you are not already talking to us on social media, feel free to find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and even YouTube at WokeNFree. And then one more thing, bonus round. If you'd like to review the show, take a couple of minutes out of your time, you can pick your platform of choice, like iTunes, like Stitcher, like Google Play, like any other platforms we're on, and then just give us a shout out and tell us what you think about the show. Give us as many stars as you think. 5 stars.
Nice.
And we, again, appreciate your love and support, WokeNFree Nation.
Each week, we like to share a little bit about us before we dive into the topic for the episode. Last week, we shared, what is your favorite Thanksgiving pie? This week, we're going to share time for a refreshing drink. Do you pick a smoothie or a slushie?
Ah, okay. So more deep stuff here. Excellent.
Yeah, it's definitely, there could be a great debate about these kind of drinks, which one you go for. So
a great debate.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Because who could say which one's actually better? It's hard to say.
All right. Well, I grew up definitely loving smoothies. I love fruit drinks. So I love a strawberry smoothie. When I was younger, I used to do strawberries and bananas. Now I kind of banana is the enemy a little bit right now.
Oh, see, that's messed
so
up.
I like watermelon. I like cherry. So but I do love a slushie, but ultimately I think my go-to drink in the either choice would be a smoothie. How about you?
To me, the smoothie just makes me think of something so healthy. So I like to do the slushie because that just seems like a good, warm weather. I'm trying to refresh myself and has the perfect mixture of ice and liquid. And
start that diabetes journey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ice, liquid, and sugar.
Exactly.
Smoothie has sugar, but has too many good nutrients too. So it's too healthy, I would say.
Yeah, it's too good. Yeah.
It's too healthy, yeah.
Exactly.
If you want something refreshing, you get a slushie.
Exactly.
I don't know if smoothies are refreshing in the name. So that's the thing. Smoothies are good, but I don't know if refreshing. A smoothie is good after a workout, but I don't know if it's refreshing like the slushie is during any time. Now, you told them what we're talking about, but let's get down to it. If the universe actually sent you a letter, what do you think it would say?
That is such an incredible question, right? I mean, it's really loaded. Just wow. I think when I hear this question, I just think, wow, could this really, what would we do? So I think to answer the question, it would be, there's two streams of thought that I'm thinking. The newsletter could be really short, or I think it could be really long. So let's break it down. So if it was short, I believe the newsletter would say the following. It would be, it would essentially say you are perfectly and wonderfully made. You are loved and supported, and you matter. That's what I think. If the universe was to send a short little kind of note for the day, I think it would just literally just speak wellness and love into our hearts and minds. Now, if the newsletter was a little bit longer and it was like, hey, get your life, this is what I think it would say. I think it would be similar to the 10 Commandments, where it would break out rules of life and what we as human beings have an obligation to do for ourselves and for others. And this is what it would say. You are an incredible person who matters. Your life matters, and life is about loving yourself each and every day. Life is not about hating and hurting others. Happiness is never optional. Finding someone to love should make your life better, not worse. You have the innate right to stand up for yourself. Life may not seem fair, but life is what you make of it. Optimism will always serve you better than pessimism. Yeah. Finding your passions makes your life unforgettable. You are connected to the universe. This can never be broken. That's what I think.
Wow. I mean, these are... Okay.
These are kind of like testaments of things that I incorporate in my life. And I felt like if the universe was talking to us, I think it would feel that if it took the time to speak to us, then obviously it's trying to express some type of love towards us. What?
All right. I think I might have thought of this the wrong way, because I guess you were thinking of a newsletter in like traditional sense, that it's like for a large mass of people, right? Not for like, it's not like picking out individual things about people.
It could go either way. I mean, in theory, if I think about the question, I think it would be like a global newsletter. But in theory, it could just be an individual newsletter. So answer both ways. If it was sent to one person, if it was just sent to one person
Because the first way I thought about it was like, if it was sent to one person, I would think it would like kind of mention things that you're getting right. Then it would go on to like what areas of life.
Feedback.
Yeah, that's what I was. I was thinking more like that. Like the newsletter would be giving feedback, so it would. Yeah, but all right. So on an individual level, it can go on to that. It could talk about what areas you need to improve next, and then I think it would definitely have to mention the power of like being focused and and positive thinking, and how that will benefit you individually. But even on a global level, you can actually look at globally what are humans doing and where should they be going. So I think if it's sending a newsletter, I still think you can kind of tack on things like,
absolutely.
Like look at poverty. You could tack on big issues. You could look at wealth,
yes,
the wealth discrimination. The inequities. So I think it could tackle on that, and it could look at what you're doing right. That, we are actually the poverty line. There's less people in poverty, actually. I know people are saying like, yeah, there's a lot of homelessness, but technically there's less poverty now than if you go back like hundreds of years or even like 80 years.
Well, we're getting more things right.
Yeah. So we are getting stuff right,
but we also are regressing though.
And more people and less people are going hungry than before.
Yes. Of course.
We are actually making a dent.
Also,
in some
less
of
people
the
are dying from poverty.
Yeah, we're living longer.
Lack so I feel cleanliness like we used to back in the day.
Yeah, a lot of people have electricity now and running water.
Resources, No, human beings, obviously, as a whole, we've gotten better.
Yeah, I think the newsletter would talk about that. Like, look how you do as a whole.
Like, congratulations, you're winning.
Yeah, like, when you work together, you accomplish many big things. Absolutely. I think that's what it probably emphasized. It would say, try not to just do things on a sole, selfish level. Make sure you consider other people as well when you're on your path. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I think it would, that's what I think, though, would kind of like tackle things that are going right, and then things to improve. Mm-hmm. That's what I think of when I think of a newsletter from the universe.
Okay, that makes sense. So would the average person believe that the universe would like send a newsletter, whether it was sent to them just individually or on a global scale?
No, I don't think so. Mm-hmm. I think only the woke and free person would.
Hey.
That's my hunch. Mm-hmm. The woke and free nation might be onto that. They would see that and they'd say, all right, this has to be something legit. Because I think most people would see it and they probably think it's a prank or it's from some weird country trying to catfish them.
Oh, geez, Louise.
Because they'd look like, all right, where's the link I need to click on to send my bank account information? So they can send me a check that I then have to cash and then send them 40% of. That's what they would look for. That's what they would.
Yes.
As long as that newsletter doesn't have any links mentioning here's how you can make $5,000 from working at home, something. Yeah, nothing weird. I think then maybe people might be okay with it. But if it starts to go along that level of, oh, you need to pay me, then you'll make money. People are going to see that as a scam.
Are alert, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think the average person would actually take it seriously. They probably put it in the junk mail, so they can never receive it again.
Absolutely.
Like if it was from everything at universe.com, they put that in junk mail. It'd say I wonder who owns that. Who owns universe.com? They probably sold that for a lot of money.
For sure.
That's a good domain.
I mean, to answer the question, the thought, I agree. Probably not. The average person is not going to necessarily be receptive to this. I think you are right. I think the average person is it's so easy to say no before you say yes in this world and to yourself. And I think they would definitely see this as a prank. But then also I think there's an element of religious issue that would be, because again, in growing up Christian, I do not recall having conversations about the universe. I do not recall having conversations about spirituality in that way. It was always a conversation surrounding a deity, right? So God speaks to you. You can hear God. But there was never also the tangent conversation of, well, yes, okay, if you believe in God, there's also this like kind of universal connection and tethering that we have, whether that's through God, around God, outside of God, right? You have to make that decision for yourself. But I think that people like a traditional religious, either Christian or Muslim, would say that like they couldn't even fathom the idea of like the universe. What does that mean, right? Like if you come
from a traditional point
how do you
of view.
Like make sense of that, right? Is it God, right? You could say if God spoke to you, what would he say, right? Holla.
But if you're able to do that, shouldn't you be able to make the leap to the universe pretty easily?
WokeNFree Nation, answer that question. If you
have a belief in God,
if you have a belief in God, how do you make sense of that with the universe? Does it make sense? Does it contradict? Please put that in the comments. We want to know, because I think a lot of people would come from it from a place of like, nope.
Well, yeah, they would get mad. They say, why are you calling it the universe? This is God's creation, not the universe. Right? So some people would go along that. Yeah.
God, if you believe in God, then do we not live in a universe? Do we not live in a
But they might think of the universe as an intangible, non-connected thing that we don't even understand ourselves. So it's kind of like, okay, you're saying...
It's out there, guys. It's out there.
We can't say what the universe is for sure.
Exactly.
I mean, science hasn't explained that yet, so it's still up there. We're not sure what it is.
To be determined.
Yeah. It's a TBD.
Definitely,
entity.
This is a TBD situation.
They might have even discovered some new form of energy, I hear. So we'll see.
Fantastic!
Yeah, they did. So there's new things we're learning all the time.
Hopefully, we're doing something right if that's the case. Yeah.
I don't know. Now, how would a newsletter from the universe actually change your life?
All right. So I think from this being me, right, the person like you're talking, how would it change my personal life, right?
How would it change for you?
So I think it would be remarkable. I probably would feel incredibly blessed and touched. I probably would cry. I wouldn't be surprised because I am a woman of faith in not only I believe in God, but I believe in the universe. I believe it is something that we're all connected to, that we are all tethered to, whether you believe it or not, it affects you. And I would be so honored, and I would feel so like incredibly appreciative that like the universe, the greatest thing that exists, that we're all a part of, would be talking to me like, wow, like this is fantastic. And I would just be extremely thankful that the universe wanted to send me some love, send me some words of wisdom, send me some insight. And I would probably define it as probably one of the most important moments of my life. I think there have been few moments where I have felt I have heard from God, or I have felt that I have heard from the universe. One of those moments being when I met you, which you don't believe me, but I believe that was one of those moments. And if this was to happen, that would be another moment, another notch in the belt that I would be like, wow, my life is incredible.
Wow.
And your response, sir?
My response is it wouldn't change my life one bit.
Gangster.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I would get it.
I would expect nothing less.
Yeah, I would get it. I would read it, and I would tell you about it, and I would say, I was sent this, and it says it's the universe. And
cool.
It might be, but I would say, I think this is a sign of me to do something, but it wouldn't change my life.
And you would ask for when dinner's ready, right? Excellent.
I'd say this was
keeping it pragmatically.
I'd say this is an
in
interesting
line.
letter that I got, wife. You should read it, and I'd let you know about it.
Yep.
I wouldn't. I don't think it wouldn't warm my heart or anything.
Hey there. Do you have a book that you want to share with the WokeNFree Nation? Are you a business owner looking to share your product or service with the podcasting world? Well, guess what? You can book an ad with us on our Contact Us page at WokeNFree.com. We're super excited to speak with you about curating a unique ad that will get your message across the WokeNFree platform. So go to the Contact Us page at WokeNFree.com. That is WokenFree.com, because WokeNFree is more than a podcast. It's a way of life and offers an innovative way to promote your platform in the exploding podcasting space.
It wouldn't touch me. Yeah.
Like, really?
It wouldn't, yeah. Because it doesn't, I mean, it's just a letter. I don't know what you're supposed to do with it. You know what it would give me?
It would be the most important letter you ever received.
If it had coupons in it, I'd go for it.
I thought you were about to say if it had Disney tickets.
No, I was going to say discounts, but I'll take coupons. If there was coupons on it for life, like they were saying, you get a 40% off your next mortgage, I'd be like, nice, thank you. Thanks, universe. Now you got my back.
You're so trifling.
We're going to take 40% off because, the universe got your back. Then I would be excited.
The universe has your back, and it doesn't need to give you discounts to prove it.
But just coupons, though. Come on. Buy one, get one free or something. Like, yeah, if it had that,
well,
then I would be excited.
Good BOGO, but
yeah, see, I would go for that, but otherwise, I would just say, all right.
So if the newsletter just said like "Merry Christmas," you'd be pissed off.
then that's getting in the junk mail. Then if it's like that, it's going in the junk.
You're gonna spam the universe. That's amazing.
Well, it might not, because I actually get newsletters from companies and it says stuff like that, and I just keep it. I should delete it, but I just archive it. So I probably wouldn't delete that, but I would look at it and I would look at it and just say,
spamming of those types of emails.
What do you do?
Like I put them in the filter and I just said report a spam.
Oh, so you do. So any of those happy holidays thing, you do that? Yeah. But won't that mess up regular things from them then, from the company?
But they're only sending me like 30% off, buy one, get one.
Oh, it's like that stuff. And then happy holidays then.
Really, like community.
Oh, like that. All right. But I'm saying like a company that you kind of like work with.
Oh, no, that I would not. No, then I would archive it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it was someone, if I had
not
like an actual
random.
But if it like Old Navy sends me Christmas, 30% off, like okay.
Oh, so then they go into the spam for that?
For sure.
Oh wow, all right. But then you miss out on the discounts.
Because I'm not even going to finish that sentence.
Yeah, no, it's true. That's why I'm saying I'd rather get the universe discounts. Like, otherwise the universe is going to be archived. I did not expect for us
to be talking about the universe, newsletters, and discounts. This is a sad conversation. You're out of control, Khalil. Out of control.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It better give some hints or something special that I didn't already see, or else I'm just going to say, I'm just going to look at I'm just going to talk to the universe and I'm going to meditate on it once I learn how.
WokeNFree Nation, if the universe sent you a newsletter, would you be pissed off if it didn't include discounts? Please put that in the comments. We want to know.
Because think about it. I mean, it's nice you send a newsletter, but you send signs in other ways. So what's the unless
you're giving me money or savings, what the heck?
Yeah, if you're gonna take up my digital storage space in the cloud, then please make good use of it, universe. Don't just
what, universe? Because
you're almost like a spammer.
I'm gonna pray for Khalil and please excuse his foolishness
and try to change my life by sending discounts.
Smart.
That would be a direct change. Universe sending discounts in my email, then that's fine.
Woo hoo hoo.
That's my take on it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? It's scenario time, guys. Scenario 1. Vivian was sitting in her favorite Chinese restaurant when she opened a fortune cookie that contained a long scroll. The scroll was filled with words, but she was unsure if she should read it or tell the restaurant what just happened. What should she do in this situation?
What?
Come on.
What?
That's your response?
Yes. Wait a minute. What are you?
Just imagine. All right, so imagine you're in a restaurant and you open a fortune cookie and there's actually a long scroll in it.
What do you mean by long scroll?
So instead of that little tiny piece of paper with a sentence on it, there's like a ton of information on it. You don't even read. Like, just imagine unraveling a paper and from a fortune cookie. What's your next thing that you do?
Would that fortune cookie have to be giant, Khalil?
I don't. But that's what's crazy. It's not, and it came out. What would you do? That's in that exact situation.
Immediately run.
If you pulled out some long scroll from a small fortune cookie, what does that mean?
I guess you have to read it because you don't know what's happening.
So is that your response? She should read it. She shouldn't mention the restaurant.
Well, how are you going to tell the restaurant everything if you don't even know what it is? It could have been a love note from someone she cared for.
I mean, what I would think is if I got that, I would say, is the restaurant trying to prank me or something? So I would ask them, hey, why did you give me this long scroll in this tiny fortune cookie?
If they were, they'd be standing nearby, like smiling and looking at you, like a restaurant's like.
Or do they have the hidden cameras and they were just like trying to capture you?
That show's been canceled for years.
But there's news shows too.
That's true.
Yeah, you could think there's canceled. There might be YouTube ones that are doing well. Maybe. I don't know. So that's what I'm saying. See, what would you do?
I would say read it first, and then if it's like indecent in nature or
an indecent scroll. Oh man.
Yeah, like if it was some type of some type of porn thing, you know.
Oh, it's an erotica story.
Yeah, it was some type of freaky thing happening. Then you say, I'm offended. This is outrageous.
You're offended by it.
This is outrageous.
See, and you might be able to get your meal for free.
Yeah, so you say this is completely indecent.
So that'd be your first thought.
Or you say, I have never.
That's what you're gonna say.
All my life.
Yeah, all your life. Yep.
Kill them dead. Yep. You have to read it first. You have to read it.
You will read
it. Take in the information.
Because guess what? This is the whole thing.
Yeah.
What if it's from the universe? It's a message from the universe in a fortune cookie. That's what you would think? See how look how just because it's in a fortune cookie, your life isn't changed. But if it's an email, then you're excited.
So God is now Asian. Nice.
This is you're just taking it a whole different level.
Nice.
We're talking about the universe communicating in different fashions, and you're just like throwing it to the side.
Freaking fortune cookie.
Yeah, it's really fortunate that you received it. That's like crazy.
I mean, read it. Like I said, find out if it's indecent. And
then you can mention
if it's not indecent and if it's actually proper and it's very motivational and nice, then speak to the restaurant and have a conversation thereafter. What would you say?
All right. Well, yeah, I would read it first, and then either way, I'd go to the restaurant and I would say, I demand to be given another fortune cookie that doesn't have a scroll in it. I feel like you deprived me of my normal fortune cookie.
They usually give like 12, Khalil.
I know. But I would want it, because I would ask them, why did oh, you know what? It's a defect, so I should get this meal for free.
Wow, someone's hungry right now. That's all I can say.
No, I'm just saying it's a defect, so they gotta like pay you for that or something. Because how come you got the defect? Or I guess you could post it on social media too.
Yep, you can start a whole new YouTube channel. Yep.
How did this happen? How did it fit in this small fortune cookie?
Fortune cookie life. Yep.
Yeah, so I would definitely post about it.
Platform for it.
And then I'd wonder if the universe sent it in the end.
Amazing.
I wonder. I would know it was a sign though, because why did I get this? It's definitely a sign of something.
You were the 110th customer.
See, yeah, that's what I would think. It's a sign that my meal should be free. That's what I would think.
Cool.
So that's my answer.
You're crazy.
Scenario 2. Stacy just got an email stating the following. Blessed are those who have received this message. You are fortunate and will receive what you have most desired for the past year. You must send this message to 10 other people who deserve blessedness, or you will lose that which is within your reach. What should Stacy do in this case?
So this is like one of those Facebook messages, huh?
Oh, no.
I think your aunt sent me one of these. Yeah. Blessed be.
Everybody's been sent one of these from people they've known.
God is good all the time.
A lot of people have been sent these type of messages.
I definitely feel like over the years I've gotten like 10 from your aunt, and I think it's the same aunt.
Wow.
One for Valentine's, one for just loving women, one for all sorts of different types of messages. It's quite interesting. So what should Stacy do when she gets this?
Yeah, what do you think she should do after getting this email?
So this is interesting. So this is like an email etiquette kind of question, I think. So first, You have to decide, like, A, are you going to comply with this, the wish of the email, the request of the email? And if not, then that's your right. That's your decision. If you feel like the person who sent this is someone that you normally communicate with, then you probably want to say thanks or blessed be, or, God is good. Some type of follow-up message to the person who sent it to you. And then, like I said, it would be up to you to decide if you're going to follow through and actually spam other people. Or
is this really spamming them, or is this blessings?
It's blessings.
Is blessings?
It's blessings upon blessings.
Spam blessings.
Spam blessings.
Gosh, this states this. Is this not like, in fact, what is going to actually happen in life? You're not going to be blessed if you send these 10
Didn't
people?
I tell you what the universe sent in the long form? Yes, life is what you make of it.
Oh,
so
right.
If you feel you're blessed and you want to share your blessings, go on, be blessed.
So you're telling me that this email could actually be wrong then?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
You're not saying it's wrong?
Life is what you make of it.
All right, so that's unfair, Tom.
So blessings.
No, you're not being fair right now.
Blessings.
You're not being fair. Are you
blessed?
You're not telling our listeners, is this a letter that they should delete?
Described it as spam blessings.
Oh, okay, so it's a spam blessing.
So they can decide what that means for them.
But you said it may be an option for them to actually send this.
Do you not? What do we say here on the show? Possibility is always possible.
No, because there's things that are impossible, like I told you.
What's in the word impossible? Possible.
Yeah.
Bing, bing, bing,
but
ding,
certain
ding,
things,
ding,
it's because it's impossible to make certain things possible.
It's impossible to be impossible. But there you go.
Because look, what is it?
It's impossible to be impossible. Because possibility is within impossibility.
But it's impossible for certain things to be possible.
This is a trick story that goes around and round and round. You know this.
Because the whole point is you can't. All right, I told you, we go back around. If everything's possible, then it's impossible to make something that is impossible.
Remember,
See?
Possibility it's an abstract concept, right?
Yes.
So is it possible for everything to be possible? Yes, but it's not going to come to fruition if something else has to happen. So it won't contradict. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, see, that's the whole thing.
But it won't.
It's
possible, but it's not going to come true if it shouldn't come true. Everything happens for a reason.
Yes, but
blessings are good.
All I'd say that impossibilities exist, and you think it doesn't.
To the day I die, I will fight you on this.
No, see, that's not right.
Blessings,
that's not right.
Blessings.
That's not right, because you can make things that just two opposites that don't fit together.
Answer the question, Chief.
Just doesn't fit together.
What should Stacy Boo do?
Well, depending who sent me this email, if it was somebody I know, I'd probably archive it. I don't think I'd delete it because I like to have the record of what happened on this day. No, it's a record of what happened.
Smart, yeah. So
I keep the record. Okay. If it was just from a random company, I put them in the junk as fast as I can. I find that button and I press it 30,000 times.
Okay. Now, would you respond to the person who sent the email though?
No, I don't respond to it. I just archive it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't respond to
I have no response to this.
Facebook messages.
No, I don't respond to it.
I think I send a thumbs up or something. Sometimes
I think when I was in, not even high school, maybe in middle school when I was first using email and stuff, I did used to fall for these chain letter things and I would get all into it and I would send it, but
I can't even imagine.
I think after a year, I think I stopped doing it. I don't know when exactly, but it definitely was before high school. I already knew that those things, you shouldn't send them anymore because you're just spamming. But there was a time that I would actually forward these things, and I thought these things might be true. I was like, oh man.
So you shared spam blessings. Wonderful.
No, because it said you could get something that you really wanted. You could get that new game system. I think this is going to have to come
into our t-shirt shop. Y'all, stay tuned.
You can get that new game system.
Who here would wear a shirt that says spam blessings?
All right. All right.
Or the universe, anything is possible except when it's not.
Nope.
That's for you.
Yeah, because come on.
And then another parentheses saying, but it is. It's always is. And then another one saying, but it can't.
But it can't.
But then another one, but it is.
No, it can't. ...
WokeNFree.
Come on, you can't do that. You can't have
blessings.
That. Yeah, so you know what you're going to do.
Blessings.
You know not to send your spam blessings.
I'm not going to take up their digital space.
Oh, all right.
Because again, it didn't come with a discount.
Oh, all right. So if it had a 40% off coupon,
then we would say it.
I know. Wouldn't that be more motivating though?
I would say it, I'm giving people a discount.
If they actually had like an actual
if they
coupon,
came with a blessings discount,
they give you a cash back option. Click this affiliate link and you get 10% cash back. See, that would make these things go around like fire.
So anyone in the business of sending these
chain mails, they're called chain letters.
Include discounts and affiliate links for people to earn money, guys. Then you'll get it sent.
Yeah, pretty much.
There you go.
That's what it was meant to be, yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, it looks like the third scenario, I don't know why it's not there.
How about crazy. This? The third scenario is,
go there.
What do you want to share as a scenario, WokeNFree Nation? If you had to give us an idea as to what to talk about when it comes to this topic, what would you say? Please put that in the comments. We left it blank for you. That's what we did, guys. So if we don't hear from you, we're going to be really sad. So don't make us sad, okay? Put it in the comments. Woo-hoo-hoo, you know what you gotta do. Do it on the Contact Us page at WokeNFree.com, and then we will answer your scenario. All right?
Yeah, we can do that.
Word. We are now at that time again. It is coming to the end of our 118th episode of WokeNFree. ...
Okay, no. There's no dots here.
Yes, it was quite the episode discussing if the universe sent a newsletter, what would it say? Will we leave you hanging for what our next episode will be about? Drum roll, please.
On our next episode, we will be doing another WokeNFree story time called It's Funny. Make sure you follow us on social media to follow along the conversation, and make sure you tune in next week for WokeNFree Wednesday to join the conversation at WokeNFree.com.
If you'd like to be a guest on the show, again, we're talking 2020, guys. Please submit a topic for an upcoming episode. Share how you feel. Share your ideas on the Contact Us page at WokeNFree.com. So that is WokeNFree.com. If you want to hit us up on social media, just to chat, just to share breaking news, something coming across your mind, you're like, I gotta share it with these people, they're just too funny. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at WokeNFree. Sponsorship, ads, you heard the deal, guys. If you want to advertise your business, your product, your book, your service on the WokeNFree platform, you gotta hit us up on our Contact Us page at WokeNFree.com, and we will curate a specialized ad just for you and your business.
If you didn't already subscribe, please do share the episode and make sure you come back to join the conversation every Wednesday for WokeNFree Wednesdays. Remember, WokeNFree is more than a podcast, it is a way of life. Until next time.
Blessings!
This is ridiculous.